Jack Reacher, 2012. The film opens with a chilling sniper attack in Pittsburgh, where 5 random people are murdered in a public park. Panic spreads as police quickly trace evidence to James Barr, a former U.S. Army sniper. Barr is arrested without resistance, but during interrogation he writes only one sentence: "Get Jack Reacher." The name sends unease through military channels. Reacher, a ghost-like former military investigator, appears on his own terms, moving silently through the city. He studies the evidence and crime scene, sensing something is wrong. Though everything points to Barr, Reacher doubts the simplicity of the case. Defense attorney Helen Rodan, assigned to represent Barr, seeks Reacher's help to prove her client's innocence. Reacher initially believes Barr is guilty, recalling his violent past, but agrees to review the case. He examines ballistic evidence, eyewitness accounts, and surveillance footage, uncovering inconsistencies. Reacher notices that the crime was too perfect, almost staged. Barr is brutally beaten into a coma in prison, silencing him forever. This convinces Reacher the truth is being buried. Someone powerful wants the case closed quickly. Reacher decides to dig deeper, despite knowing it will attract dangerous attention from unseen enemies. Reacher's investigation draws the attention of a mysterious criminal known only as the Zek, a ruthless figure with ties to organized crime and government corruption. The Zek employs a skilled assassin to eliminate Reacher. As Reacher and Helen grow closer, they uncover a conspiracy involving land development, corruption, and murder disguised as random violence. Reacher survives multiple ambushes using his military instincts and brutal efficiency. Street fights and car chases erupt as Reacher stays one step ahead. His methods are direct and unforgiving, revealing a man shaped by war and driven by an unbreakable sense of justice. Helen struggles with fear as Reacher's world grows more violent. She questions his methods but trusts his instincts. Reacher interrogates witnesses aggressively, exposing lies through intimidation and intelligence. He deduces that the sniper attack was meant to frame Barr while hiding another killing connected to land ownership. The real target was someone whose death benefited the Zek's operation. As Reacher closes in, he becomes a hunted man. Police and criminals alike pursue him. Despite the pressure, Reacher remains calm, calculating every move, proving that experience and intellect can overpower numbers and weapons. Reacher is captured by the Zek's men and brought face to face with the mastermind. The Zek reveals his plan and mocks Reacher's moral code. Using his intelligence and combat skills, Reacher escapes captivity in a brutal close-quarters fight. Meanwhile, Helen uncovers legal evidence confirming Barr's innocence. Reacher pieces together the final locations of the criminals and prepares for a direct confrontation. The investigation shifts from the courtroom to the battlefield. Reacher knows this will not end quietly. Justice will require force, and he is willing to deliver it without hesitation or regret. Reacher arms himself and tracks the criminals to a remote quarry. As darkness falls, he sets traps and uses the terrain to his advantage. Gunfights erupt as Reacher eliminates enemies one by one with ruthless precision. His movements are deliberate, efficient, and emotionless. Helen arrives with police backup, but Reacher presses forward alone. The quarry becomes a war zone, echoing with gunfire and explosions. Reacher confronts the assassin in a tense standoff, proving his superiority through strategy rather than brute strength. The final showdown with the Zek draws near. In a brutal confrontation, Reacher faces the Zek inside the quarry. The Zek taunts him, believing money and power guarantee victory. Reacher dismantles his defenses methodically, exposing his arrogance as weakness. Their fight is vicious and personal, ending with Reacher delivering justice without ceremony. With the conspiracy destroyed, police arrive to clean up the aftermath. Helen watches as Reacher fades back into the shadows, refusing recognition or reward. His work is done, but his nature prevents him from staying. He is a drifter, bound only to truth and his own code. Evidence clears James Barr's name posthumously, revealing the tragedy of his framing. Helen ensures the truth becomes public, restoring honor where possible. Reacher reflects on the cost of justice, understanding that innocence often suffers before truth prevails. He shares a quiet moment with Helen, acknowledging mutual respect but knowing their paths cannot align. Reacher does not belong to a normal life. His skills and mindset were forged for conflict, not comfort. He leaves behind only answers, never attachments. The city returns to normal, unaware of how close it came to remaining in darkness. Reacher departs Pittsburgh as silently as he arrived, hitchhiking with no destination. His possessions are minimal, his past deliberately erased. Flashbacks hint at his military career, revealing a man who enforced order where chaos thrived. Reacher understands evil adapts, and his role is never truly finished. The road ahead promises more violence, more lies, and more justice demanded at gunpoint. He accepts this fate without complaint. Reacher is not a hero seeking praise. He is a necessary force, appearing when systems fail, then disappearing before gratitude can follow. The film closes as a modern vigilante thriller, emphasizing intellect over spectacle and discipline over emotion. The film presents Reacher as a mythic figure, a man operating beyond law yet driven by moral certainty. His presence challenges corruption and exposes the fragile line between justice and vengeance. The story highlights how truth can be manipulated and how one determined individual can disrupt powerful systems. As Reacher walks away, the audience understands he will continue roaming, correcting wrongs wherever they arise. He leaves no trace behind, only justice delivered and silence restored.